Some dry weather here this afternoon. The boundary that brought the heavier rainfall last night pushed south as expected, but it's going to come back north as we go through the night tonight. So what does that mean? We'll see an increased risk of scattered showers. This is where we are at 5. Between now and 11 o'clock, just some light rain. But as that warm front pushes north and gets closer to us towards daybreak between 3 and 7, that's when we could see some moderate rain across the area. Not expected to be severe, but heavy rain, of course, could cause a concern in some of the areas that have seen flooding over the past 24 hours. That's our weather maker for the afternoon on Friday. But let's talk about that. Greater risk for now is from about Nashville, Tennessee, up through Cincinnati, but we are under that level 2 out of 5 risk across much of our area, a sliver level 3 out of 5 risk to our north and west. I still am a little concerned, and I wouldn't be surprised if that risk area got pushed a little further south, meaning maybe a better opportunity across our area. Here's kind of what I'm thinking with this. This is not really going to be a heavy rain threat as this system moves through quickly. Not really a hail threat. It's not that kind of a setup. But I do think they could produce some damaging wind gusts, so I have that as the high threat. And then can't rule out tornadoes. I think that's a kind of a medium threat with this system that's coming through as well. Let's talk about the timing. Quiet start, as I mentioned, by 7 a.m. But as we get closer to midday, that's when the winds will start to increase. You'll really feel those gusty conditions. And then that line of storms, notice how they're kind of more of clusters of storms. That's more concerning to me because they are individual like that instead of just a straight line coming through. Those are the ones that can rotate, all right? Those are the ones we have to watch. But look how quickly this will move through from about 2 o'clock to probably between 4 and 5, and then it's gone. And we're talking about just decreasing winds and getting cooler as we get into Friday night. So this is a fast-moving system. I want to point this out as well. Before the storms even get here, we're going to have some very gusty winds. Everybody under a high wind warning, which means winds can gust to about 55 miles per hour. That's pretty strong for sure. Above 3,000 feet, winds could gust to about 70 miles per hour in the Smokies. So again, trash day could be problematic. Think about any lawn decorations. You want to bring those in or secure them and bring down any flags as well on a flagpole. That's a good idea as well. So even before the storms get here, we're talking about winds that'll be that gusty. I really think we'll see it pick up after daybreak and probably closer to midday. So this is about noon. See the winds gusting 30, 40, even 50 at times, especially in the Smokies, and it'll stay that way until that cold front pushes through into the evening hour. So I have the risks of down trees and power lines in that medium to high range simply because we've had a lot of rain recently. The trees are starting to bloom out across the area, so it's very easy for wind to push some of those trees over. Keep that in mind. Make sure your phones and tablets are charged and you have an alternate source for power if you need it. Thankfully, this will be during the day, and it's not really cold behind it, Bo, so we're not worried about heating things, but I am worried about the tree power line damage with this.
Those pines, Bradford
Yes.
pears, some of those
Bradford
that have
pears.
those short root systems.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot to topple them, that's for sure.